Hi everyone! I just wanted to share a video of how I do my makeup. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that I always use is a primer. I really love this one. This is the J1 Jelly Pack. It's super sticky, so when you put it on, it feels like actually horrible, but it's the best pore filler. So I always start with the primer. I actually just put it right on my finger. You really don't need a lot. Literally like just the size of a pea. I use brushes for everything. So this is like super weird for me to use my hands, but I feel like I can get the best coverage all the way around with it. That is done. The next step I do is foundation. Couple things. Sometimes I use the stick foundation, and sometimes I use just a regular liquid foundation. Today, I'll probably just use the stick because I know a lot of people just want like a super easy makeup routine for the morning, so I feel like the stick is kind of easier. So literally, you take this stick and you, just making sure my primer's dry, I literally just draw it on. Okay? So literally draw your foundation on. Another thing I love about the stick is that you're not having to use your hands or a brush. You literally just use it right on your cheeks. I always take the brush first. Don't ask me why. Just to kind of get everything all together. And smoothed over, and blended. So I'm going to blend everything first. Make sure I really get it under the eye. Okay. Make sure you really get your jawline, because you always want to make sure that's blended. I sometimes will get my ears just a little bit, just to make sure it's all blended. In between the brows. I always go in between and underneath right here because that's a huge spot that people miss. Alright, so after you blend with the brush, you look super pale, right? I'm going to do my concealer. Honestly, this is the Huda Beauty. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Huda Beauty, whatever. This is the Overachiever concealer. I love this one because you're not seeing the creasing or black circles. So I always just take a little bit, dab it on. I stipple right underneath to blend. Blend the spot up here. Next, I am going to bake. Baking is when you take your setting powder and you literally bake your concealer. Literally just dip it in, tap it out, let it sit. Now you always have to use a sponge for this. Obviously it's powder, it's going to get everywhere. This is going to set your concealer. Always, always, always bake it. It will literally last the entire day. And this is a new beauty tip that I just found out. Don't ask me how I just found out, but just found out, and I'm completely obsessed. Okay, so you're going to want to let this sit on. It actually smells really good too. You're actually going to want to let this sit while you do your other makeup. I always usually let it sit while I do my brows. Sometimes I use powder. Sometimes I use a liner. So I always start out with a line underneath that kind of defines my brow. Okay, so I always start right here in my corner. You don't want to start up too close because then you're going to have that really defined square look that you do not want. Line underneath. And where this bottom part is, you can really have that defined. People want to see that your brow doesn't stop here. They want to see, and you want to see, that your brow follows down. So I always bring it down to about there. Same place, you're going to start about here. You're going to draw your line, and you're going to follow your other lines. I have a huge arch here that, but it's like missing. So I always feel like I have to draw that part in a little bit more. And then you're going to want to connect and follow the bottom. Okay. Now, you're going to see this huge hole here. Okay. So lightly, you're going to want to fill in. Then, after you fill in this little spot lightly, you can bring it down. I always use like the up and down motion to fill in to make it look like hair, this front part. I always start here and I kind of go in. Make sure it's really defined. Voila. Okay, now for the other brow, this is the tricky part because now we have to match. This is probably the hardest part of your makeup, making them look the same. But I always say there's one Walmart eyebrow and there's one Gucci eyebrow. So one eyebrow is always better than the other one. So try not to get yourself too worked up over making them match. Try your best, but if you can't get them to match, oh well, life goes on. So we're going to start at the same spot, right where my hole is, where the chunk is. Going to start filling in. Bring it to the top. Make it more defined at the bottom. And bring it down. At the top. Fill in my crazy hole I get there. This eyebrow hates me, this eyebrow loves me. Walmart eyebrow, Gucci eyebrow. Okay, so bring it down, and then we're going to take our up and down motion. Start here. Fill it in. Lightly feather. Eyebrow 2. Now, once they are finished, you're going to want to take, I don't even know what this is called. I really probably learned it when I worked at Ulta, but Lord knows what its name is now. Little eyebrow comb. Take it. That's going to basically blend everything together. This one has like a little one at the back of it. I don't like it. I like the bigger one. So I'm going to take this bigger one, blend them in. voila, brows. I am going to take my big brush and I'm going to get rid of my baking powder. Okay. Now that everything is baked, I'm just going to do a really, really simple eye look because I know there's a lot of people that don't have the time in the morning to do a full-blown face. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer and potion. I love this. It makes it not crease and last all day. Literally, you can go to sleep, wake up the next day, your eyeshadow's still perfect. So literally, I just use the actual little brush on it. It looks like a lip gloss. And I use this to smear it all over. Okay, so that's one eye. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is just your primer so that your eyeshadow stays on all day. Okay. So that is your eyeshadow primer. First I'm going to do, this one is actually called Virgin. This is just a white, like really light based, or a light, not a light base, what am I talking about? This is just a light color. I'm just going to use this for my base. Also stippling motion, you're going to really want to get it in your top lid. You probably can't really tell or see this yet. This is just my base that I want to use. I bring it up to the top of my brow. So that way it kind of highlights the underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to do the second eye. Stippling. Get in the crease. Then we're going to bring it up to the top. And follow down. Okay, so that kind of highlights underneath. Next, my contacts drive me crazy, by the way, when I do my makeup. Next, I am going to do, this is one of my favorite. This is, it's called Toasted. It's still in the Naked palette. It's like a lighter pink, but I kind of feel like it doesn't come pink. It doesn't come out pink at all. It's more of like a brown. But first, I'm going to actually do a little bit of, it's called Naked. I'm just going to do it in my crease, okay? That's just going to kind of bring out the crease a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of Buck too, and kind of just really bring out, make sure it's all blended, that crease. You really, really, really want to see that crease. Okay. Now, same thing on the other side. A little bit of Naked, a little bit of Buck. Put a crease, crease, crease. Okay, you really want to make sure that the side is blended. So always blend it out. You don't want to ever see that line there. Nobody likes a line. Okay. Buck Naked. Add it in here. Bring it up a little bit. Make sure it's all blended down to the side. Probably everybody that does their makeup totally knows that it's impossible to get both eyes the same. That's the biggest, I think. That's the hardest part about doing makeup, is making both sides even. So again, I just went back with a little bit more Buck on this side, just to really bring out those creases. And take a little bit of the Naked, bring it just down a little bit over the lid. Same thing on the other side. Bring it a little bit over the lid. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to take my Toasted, which is that like pink color but really comes out brown. Same thing, crease, 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 crease. Add it in the crease. That's where you want to see the dark. Okay, so crease all the way over. And again, bring it up a little bit. So you already have the buck kind of in this medium spot right here. Okay. Down. Do the other side. The reason why I'm making this video is that I hope at least one person does their makeup while they're watching my video. That way, follow the same steps, and I want to see the outcomes. So please show me your outcomes. Text me, Facebook message me, whatever. I need to see the outcomes. Even if you're using different palettes or eyeshadows, I want to see the outcomes. I'm hoping that I can help at least one person. Okay, so it's supposed to be like a V on the side. So you're getting the crease, and then you always go down to kind of make that V, okay? And blend. Contacts are driving me nuts already. This is why I don't wear them. This is why I always wear my glasses. Okay, so again, going back through. I know it takes forever. My husband, my mother, everybody asks me, why does it take so long to do your makeup? Well, this is why. This is why. Okay. Next part is the crease again. Now you're really, really, really going to want to use a darker color, but you really want to make sure it's blended. This color I'm going to use now is called Hustle. This is like a darker purple, which is awesome. I love, 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 love it. It's a great crease color, but it's also nice because it's not black, so you're not having like black eyeshadow. So you're going to go through. You can see I'm not going to blend it yet. I just want you to see where I'm putting it. So in that crease, is only in the crease. You don't really want to blend it higher up. You only want it in that crease. Same thing. Crease. Crease. Go a little down for the V. Go a little down for the V. Okay. Now, I have this brush. It's fluffier. These actually I got on sale at like Icing or Claire's one time, and I love them. I don't even know who they're made by. So this kind of I just blend. Make sure everything is blended. Okay, let's get my eyeliner. I use the Sex Kitten by Tarte. Amazing eyeliner. Thank you, Lauren. The hardest part is getting your eyeliner perfect on each side. Everybody can agree that it's impossible. So try your best, like always. You're probably going to have one eye that's great, one eye that's not. You're going to have to go back, fix the other one. That's life of makeup. So I'm just going to show you really fast. I always start with the middle part of my eye. And now I'm going to try and do this so you guys can see, but I can't really get much closer. Okay, I think I can. Okay. Ooh, I really got to get those brows down. Okay, so, sorry, you're looking at my nose now. Okay, so you're going to lightly go down, okay? Lightly go down. And back up. Okay? That is going to be your winged eyeliner. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from this side and go back over to darken it, and that's also going to make it super easy for when you put on your lashes. Okay, so usually I start over here. And you kind of make a triangle. See how it's a triangle? After you go over, then you can kind of fix and color in. There is your eyeliner. Now we're just going to bring it forward. Going to go in the corner. Voila. Okay, now I'm going to do the other one. There's your winged eyeliner. Okay, winged eyeliner set. Next thing I'm going to do is contour, my favorite. Some people use liquid concealer to contour. I don't. I like to use, this is actually just the chocolate bronzer. So I'm just going to take my chocolate bronzer and really go up from my cheekbone to define my cheekbone. This is going to make you look perfect. I love, love, love contouring. It's my favorite. When you look from the side, it looks like you have these gorgeous cheekbones, like you're going like this. But seriously, love it, love it, love it. It looks amazing. Who doesn't love some contour? This is just my hurry up, quick, easy contour. Honest to God, even if you woke up, you put your foundation on, put your concealer on, bake it, throw some mascara on, you're done. You don't have to do the whole brow and eye if you don't want. I know a lot of people like their brows now. But you don't have to do that. You can literally put your foundation on, contour a little bit, and you're good to go. Like, it's so, and you look great. You look great. So right now I'm just going around my forehead, and then I'm going to kind of just blend it in a little bit in the middle so I don't have this huge, like, white glowing rainbow. Again, I'm just darkening, stippling motion. I'm just going to darken this a little bit more. Blend, stipple, blend some more. Now you're always going to want to do your jawline. Okay. Just a little bit to blend. See, then you have that perfect contour, 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 jawline, forehead, nose, 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 nose. Always go down and down. And want it to look skinny, except I have a weird light hitting my nose the wrong way right now. You're going to go in, okay? And then you're going to go down. Really fast, I take my bigger brush. Make sure your neck is blended with your face. Okay, now I'm going to do lips. Always, always, always use a lip liner. First, we're going to take our lip liner. We are going to line above. Okay, so here's your lip line. Okay, we're going to go a little bit over the lip line. So here we go, over. over the lip line. Over the lip line. Top lip done. Bottom lip. Over the lip line. Really fast. This one is the Milani. This is number 9 Spice. Love it, love it, love it. It blends amazingly. Now I'm going to kind of contour my lips a little bit. Okay, so I take the lip liner and I kind of darken it a little bit more around the edges. Still keeping that middle part lighter, okay? Same thing. The nice thing about lip liner too is once you do it, say you're drinking something, you're out to dinner, whatever, your lip liner really doesn't move. So even if you have a lipstick over it, it gets off on the glass, whatever, your lip liner is still going to stay in place, which is great. So that's why I like to contour it and kind of bring it down a little bit more, because it's going to stay. And it's okay if the inner part gets light again. Okay, kind of mush it together. I am going to take a new lipstick I got. One of my friends on Instagram had her lips looked literally perfect. I'm like, girl, what lipstick did you use? I need it. Ordered it, came, love it. Okay, this is great for contouring too because it's a lighter, but it's still it's a neutral and it's great. It goes with everybody. Okay. Put that on the bottom. Okay, one last thing I do, this is another one of my favorite parts. This is blush. Woohoo! Blush, can't go anywhere without blush, 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 blush. Cheekbones. Cheekbones, cheekbones. I love blush. Makes everything look perfect. Okay, I do go down my nose really lightly, forehead a little bit lighter, a little bit lightly I should say, and then you don't have to do this, I do it, I love it, highlighting. I literally just like pucker up my lips and then I go right underneath my eye bone, so like right above my where my contour is. Okay, and that's going to give you that extra shine. Stipple it a little bit. So, there's my makeup. I'm going to put my lashes on really fast. Voila. Full eye glam. Okay, let me do the other eye. Okay. It's on. Everything's good. This is the finished look. In my next video, I'm going to show you guys how to curl with a straightener. So don't mind my ugly hair right now. If you like this, subscribe. I'm going to do a lot of makeup applications. Hopefully they're not going to be as long as this. This one was literally an hour long. I know, it's horrible, crazy. But I'm going to do a lot of different videos for you guys, a lot of different hairstyles. So if you guys want to subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you want to see. That would be great. That would help me a lot. So thank you guys and have a good day.